I want to share with you something in Hebrew that'll help you understand not only the Abrahamic covenant, but also the gospel. In Genesis 15, God is talking to Abram, and he says that his descendants will be as the stars of the sky. And then he gives him the parameters for the land that he would promise to Abraham and his descendants, Isaac and Jacob. God tells Abram to take some animals and to divide them up, to cut them up, and to lay them on the ground. Then a deep sleep comes over Abram, and he's lying there on the ground. Then we read that a furnace, a burning lamp, passes between those pieces while Abram is asleep. And then it says in verse number 18 of Genesis 15, Bayom hahu karat Adonai et Abraham barit, which means God made a covenant, but the Hebrew word karat means to cut. Biblically in Hebrew, you don't make a covenant, you cut a covenant. When God was passing through those pieces by himself, he was making the covenant with Abraham, but by himself, meaning it was an unconditional covenant that could not be broken. Normally when a covenant like this was made, two people would pass through the pieces together, and they would in effect be saying, if I break this covenant, let me be as these animals that are lying cut up on the ground. But God put Abram to sleep, and God himself alone passed through those pieces. Why does it say that a covenant is cut? Because a covenant always has to do with blood. It always has to do with blood being shed or blood being spilt. And in Jeremiah chapter 31, the prophet Jeremiah talks about a new covenant that God would one day make with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. God tells them that this covenant is going to be different than the covenant that he made when he brought them out of Egypt, meaning the Mosaic covenant. This new covenant would be separate from that. And Jeremiah tells the nation of Israel and Judah that through this new covenant, he calls it, three things would happen. They would have God's law written in their inward parts and written in their heart. God would forgive their iniquity and he would remember it no more. And then thirdly, everybody would be able to have the opportunity to know God personally, like Moses did. At the Last Supper Passover meal, when Jesus takes that cup of the fruit of the vine and he says, this is the new covenant in my blood. Jesus was saying, my blood is the blood of this covenant. The new covenant and all of the blessings that come along with it come only through the blood of Jesus, the Messiah. Message me if you want to know more about what Jesus did for you.